Hi, my name is Jillian, this is my channel, and I just want to rant, I guess. I want to talk about how everyone kind of has something wrong with them. And I just thought about this while I was showering, that's why my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower. But I was thinking about this in the shower because, I feel like a lot of people that don't have a lot of mental health issues kind of make it a spectacle, and make it seem like it's this exotic, insane, crazy thing that is not common. But I feel like that's really not true. I mean, obviously it's not true, we all know that, but I feel like people don't treat it like that because everyone struggles with something. Even if it's very small, everyone has some kind of trauma, and if you don't now, that's probably because you're young. Every human being experiences some kind of trauma in their life. And I feel like that's interesting because people don't really treat it that way. People don't really think about trauma that way, I feel like unless you are someone who is in treatment or has a lot of therapeutic background, I guess, like I do. People that don't or are quote unquote normal don't really think about it that way, I feel like. But I think about this because I knew a therapist, very experienced, an old lady, very, very sweet, one of the sweetest people I've ever met, also very smart. She talked about how, I think when she was very young, her dad died, and she had a bunch of siblings. I think she had sisters or maybe a brother, maybe 2 or 3 sisters, I think. And she told me, all of her siblings reacted so differently, and it taught her the lesson that trauma is not the experience or situation itself. Trauma is how you react to that situation. So while she was very impacted by her dad dying, her sibling maybe didn't care as much. I mean, obviously everyone cares about mortality and death and stuff, but it's a different sort of reaction from everyone. So I was just thinking about that because, I think it's interesting, the psychology behind trauma. Obviously I'm not a psychologist, I'm not experienced in the realm of your brain, but I think it's interesting because it's so varying and diverse for everyone. It's we all have the same brain basically, same blueprint, but it's so interesting how different everyone is based on the same exact thing, I just find that really fascinating, and I think it's really just so interesting how rare we make it seem as a society, especially by the media, and how bad it is to struggle when in reality everyone does. I also think about it with social media, because everyone says this. I know that everyone says this and everyone believes it, but I feel some people don't really get it, is people really put on a show for other people online, and it's never the way it seems, I feel like. So I find it interesting how sometimes people online don't want to make it seem like they're struggling or they don't have problems, which is interesting to me. Obviously don't vent online, that's a terrible idea, but people really want to make it seem like they have the best life, they have no struggles, they have no problems with mental health, anything like that. I just think it's interesting, because it's everyone does. I don't know. I just wanted to rant because I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a fun little topic, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.